Coach Andrew Burnett, he thought there should have been a penalty.
Still having words with referee Chris Schlenker.
Yelling at me!
That's a hot mic you have, Dick.
It is. Some new words I just learned.
Parayko. Waited a long time, turn it over, ball. Swings over, Pospisil scores!
After the coach's challenge, it was determined that at 7:21 the play was offside. We have no goal.
Desiri crossing through the middle. Knocked down to Sharangovich, scores! What a release!
For further review, the play was stopped with a high stick, therefore there is no goal in the play.
And that's the second goal in the same period that has been overturned against the Flames. And plays it out to Backlund. He's got Fairby with him. Now Fairby's the road, shoots, scores! And can you guess what's happening?
After the coach's challenge, it was determined that at 10:22 the play was offside. We have no goal.
I have never seen anything like this.
I have not.
This is the third straight successful coach's challenge from the Blues.
Weeks, do you see any red paint down there?
Just listen to the sound of these hits. And they're all behind Vejmelka. And Vejmelka taps his post as to say thank you.
Flames, so they're one short for the moment. It's Coronado. Boy, what a wicked release. He hit the crossbar. Third time the Flames have hit the crossbar in the hockey game.
Here's Tuchel handing it off, and a drive is off the post as Patterson nearly had one on the short side there. And Thompson gives the post a little tap and a thank you for his friend.
Roslovic in the vicinity, fiercely fought. But finally trickles home off the half wall over Vasilevsky's stick, and Edmonton gets a much-needed gift. Shocking goal.
You know what, Jack? We've been looking at this, and it looks like this might be Josh Szymanski's first NHL goal. As this backhand is the one that lodges the puck loose. Bjorkstrand tries to play it back to his defenseman, Littleberg, and finds its way into the empty net. They don't ask you how. If it stays that way, take it, kid.
Taking up there with Eller. Eller's lost a blade in his skate. He's a long way from the Ottawa bench.
They need a little help on that one. That is tough.
Gonna crawl across. Schaefer stepping in front of him. And Tkachuk leads Eller over.
Look at Matthew Schaefer.
So spicy.
In comes Matthew Schaefer. Hey, I'm going to run a little interference. Brady Tkachuk says, get out of my way.
There's the play by Myers. What a bad feeling. You're trying to get off the ice. Gets a little bit of help from Benoit.
Puck disappeared for a moment. Nobody could find it. And I think it's in Nick Hague's sock or something.
He didn't know where it is. He's still trying to find it.
It's lodged in his skate.
Where is it? It's in his skate blade.
It's in the undercarriage.
There it is right there. We got it.
And that thing is in there good. Does anybody have a... What does Pete Rogers have on the bench for this?
I don't know. You need a hammer, a chisel, or something to get this thing out of here? Look at this. The Seattle guy has a slashing penalty right there. Come on. Look. You got to get that out. There it is.
There we go. And the crowd applauds.
There's the execution you needed.
Nick Hague's played a tough game tonight.
Shoots! Save made! Rebound loose in the low slot. Sorelli took a chop at it, but it stayed out. Checked by Linus Karlsson.
Langtoning without his stick. That whole sequence knocked it out of his hand, and he can't take his eye off the puck. He's trying to fish for his stick at the same time.
Kuchop on it. To Radish. Score! Radish! And guess what? It went past where that stick would have been.
Yes.
Full 5 minute Cheechburg. Chuck and Knox.
Chuck and Knox, okay.
Brandon Schrader with a creative call.
Did I just see that? Doug Hamilton just played the puck with no gloves.
Yes, he did.
He didn't have either glove on the hand, right or left. Wow, you will never see that.
Making a play. There he is trying to put his gloves on. Now he's trying to find it. Now he just drops it and say, what the heck? I can't put them on. I don't have time.
That's amazing.
He was just coming off the bench, so he wasn't ready. And a guy came to the bench and said, you're up. And so he jumped, but he's trying to fidget his gloves on. Little smile there with the training staff.
And if it's true that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, then Mika Zibanejad should feel pretty special right now. His teammates arrived at the Garden a short time ago with some sweet teas and in lockstep with the flowing locks, a fitting tribute to tonight's center of attention.
Tonight, in his adopted home, Zibanejad will join one of hockey's exclusive clubs against the team that fostered his dream. A 1,000th game, and tonight, Madison Square Garden is Grand Central.
Did you get to see your teammates' arrivals and the hairstyles that they rocked coming in?
I saw them in the locker room, and this was awesome. I start laughing. I appreciate it. It's a few of them I didn't really recognize in terms of hairstyles I've had, but I'll take it.
We get a shot on goal now. Wood center tipped in off Ogren. That'll go to Nanaimo's Matt Wood as he threw one in front and it went in off Liam Ogren.
And there it is off the skate and past Tolopilo.
Clear it out, turns into a 2-on-1. Heineman and Horvat scores! That's on the outside of the net, guys. Oh, I think you're right. The referee called it a goal. You can see it right there. Brant Clark's pointing to it. They will inspect to see which side of the net it's on. No goal.
That was the strangest thing, because Bo Horvat didn't like it. As soon as it came off his stick, and next thing you know, they were signaling goal. See, Kemper couldn't really believe it either when that thing sounded like it was in. You see him sigh there. Horvat, probably the guy that knows better than anyone. He saw that thing didn't go in.
Pastrnak back to McAvoy, scores! A knuckleball through traffic, and Boston has tied the game at 1.
And Thompson can't find it. Charlie McAvoy just said, hey, could you give me the miles per hour on that? As he went back to the bench. Look at this thing. It's a 55-mile-an-hour heater, Charlie.
First try this season, missed a lot of the year due to injury. And Swayman, Boston team, he's the choice of Marco Stern, and that hit the goalpost. Has scored goals in the last 3 games, and he does not score in a critical moment for Boston. In a very frustrating stretch for Strome. Another one that got behind Swayman but didn't go in.
Oh man, Sean, the Capitals must be thinking, this is exactly how our season has been.
This is his biggest moment. Stop! The veteran. That hits a pipe.
Man, they're going to have to repaint that post.
Can somebody get one in the net? No, not there. Some of that aggravation would dissipate if he could pop one here. And he does not. Swayman. Charlie McAvoy with a lot of speed. Stopped by Thompson. Alex Ovechkin. Stopped. Here's Pavel Zacha. Pavel Zacha. One save Thompson among defensemen this year. And that one looked like it hopped off his stick as he went to make his move. 34 goals during the year. That one off the blocker. Ethan Frank stopped by Swayman. Trying to win it for Boston. Mason Lohrei. That one hit the post. Protas stopped by Swayman. 9th try for Boston. Minton scores! In the 9th round of the shootout, the only goal scored on 18 attempts.
Got a piece of it, and now a 2-on-1 for the Rangers. Gavrikov and Fox, 2 defensemen. Gavrikov shoots it wide. How about that?
Right. Wow, this is interesting. The Rangers forwards, 3 of them get caught, but they've got the defenseman leading a 2-on-1 rush. This is the fun about hockey. The guys go to the bench. Everybody recognizes the uniqueness of the situation. Lots of chuckling. It's easier to chuckle when you're up 4-1.
Time winding down, and the Rangers, for the first time this season, win a 4th consecutive game.
The Rangers head to the net to congratulate Shesterkin. They might have to carry him off as he was absolutely spectacular.
Yeah. Why the white mask?
I don't know. New color.
New color?
Yeah, just make a new mask for myself, so I didn't have the time to make it any color, so it looks like, I don't know, emergency goalie right now.
If you keep winning, you might have to keep it that way, right?
Yeah, for sure. Everything.
It back to the line, long shot on the way, and Vasilevsky fights that one off. It bounces off the top of the net, and it was almost batted in and behind him, and it stays out.
You can't get any closer than that without it going in.
But it didn't.
Watch the hot potato here. Up in the air, Vasi's got it tracking, comes back up. That's really good awareness by Vasilevsky.
What's it like playing against the best player in the world, Nathan MacKinnon, arguably one of them? You're one of the best defensemen for a long time. What's going through your head when you're seeing 29 coming at you?
No, here we go.
Thanks for your time.
Well, we apologize for the language, but we certainly understand
The sentiment is on the note. He's playing at such a high level, too. He's got points in 24 of his last 27. Sliding from Markstrom, and the puck stayed out off the ricochet on Fraser Minten. Wow. What a hop right to Minten in the slot, and somehow Markstrom and the Devils in a scramble kept that out. Tucked away from Hughes. McAvoy off the iron. Ahead of the pack, Jack Hughes waiting on him. Ahead for Connor. Connor scores! It's over with 6 seconds to go.
What McAvoy? Listen, you heard that in your living room. Rams that one off the bar. Now the Devils are trying to transition. Jack Hughes advances this puck to Paul Connor.
Going wide. In front. Loose. McKinnon. Stopped. My goodness, what a stop by Jake Ottinger.
Wide open, and Ottinger. Nice little push right to left and a massive glove save. And he lost that puck. Took a while to find it. Take it any way you can. A little souvenir there up the sleeve.
Pass. Chabot slicing through.
Here it is. Here it is.
Cole Hudson through center. Hudson closes, fires, and scores. Cole Hudson. Mom and Dad to celebrate.
Across for Stankoven. Blake wants it. Across Hall. Duggan, he scores! Tick, tack to the lead. Taylor Hall. Carolina goes up 3-2.
And Taylor Hall, after he scores, runs into Jackson Blake, and you're getting to see their dentals. Oh, the repairs from Taylor Hall with his recent dental situation.
And it's Stedman out of the box, takes it away. Race for the puck. Schmid comes out. Beats Stedman to the puck. The net is empty after the collision. And it went wide. Another empty net. Jersey got the shot away, and Schmid comes flying through the crease to make the save.
As Schmid goes to play this puck, he gets upended. Both him and Stenlund go down in a heap. And Schmid had the wherewithal to rush back to the net and make a good recovery save there.
Pierre-Luc Dubois slots it there, off the inside of the post. No, Protas inches away from making it 2-0.
Off the pipe, off the glove, and just sat on the goal line. They were able to secure that puck and get it away. No goal called here at Cap One.
Garland is in. Garland put it across. Score! Ken Johnson! The Jackets punch back. It's 4-2. It creates this feeling like, you know, if I play well enough, I can play in the league at 18, 19 years old.
Heineman with a deflection. It got behind Fowler. They score! Schaefer, did he one-handed touch this out of the air and to the net?
They're going to talk about it. This one may come back.
Yeah. The fact he was able to do it, it looks like that's going to be no goal.
Looks like Gooley might have got in there to glove it away. But
played with a high stick prior going into the net, no goal.
Well, that's the right call, but it's just another flash from Schaefer. Something, just does things you've never seen.
Free. It's Suzuki. Waits Caulfield. Scores! Cole Caulfield hat trick. As the frustration for Patrick Waugh. You can't miss the look on his face.
This is the 97th all-time meeting. Logan Thompson popped it up. Layup chance. Landeskog. It's tied.
Landeskog just returns to the lineup, and he ties it up. He didn't have to beat anybody for that shot right into the corner. Hot.
Floated it back to Will Borgen. Sets it up. There's a shot and a stick break for Mackey as it went flying.
Lets him down at the worst possible time. Eric Cadet picks up the extra penalty. Voracek broke the stick on the shot attempt. Now here's Zibanejad. Dropping it back off. Voracek without the stick. Broke it again. Here's Hughes. Back out. Shot.
The broken stick.
That's the third broken stick. Voracek in the last couple of shifts. Come the Sabres.
Young shot wide. Rebound. They score. Darlene drops. Carrick scores. They'll lean on Dickinson and they score again. 2-on-1 with Krebs. Shoots and scores.
Is that 4 shots, 4 goals?
Yeah.
beautifully. Garland tried the pass up in the air, and it deflects in. They score.
It's actually a headbutt in, and it's Schneider on the back door for the New York Rangers. That little motion, that'd be good in soccer.
Keep your eye here on Vinny Trocheck. He used to be teammates with Jack Hughes. We're just going to kind of join the huddle here. This isn't a Team USA huddle. Excuse me, you're not welcome here.
You're legendary in a lot of categories. Everybody knows about your pregame meal for night games. What'd you have for breakfast today, buddy?
Spaghetti with my kids. They love it.
Echo Pizzetta here for BL. And Lino, Dad, Lori, Mom struggling through that fight on edge. And finally, when it's over, you can take a breath.
A little issue with the glass to the right of Jacob Fowler. That's a little issue.
Yes, it is. So out comes the pit crew to change the glass. They're on the ladder. They're getting the glass out, and the new pane of glass already coming in. So we'll step aside with that repair going on in Ottawa.
You know that Bowie and, of course, Paul Bissonnette have an unreal relationship. Bowie is here, and I know that he's got a huge crush on Paul Bissonnette. So I wanted to get him a signed picture so these two can really sort of take their relationship into a different direction. I don't know if I would. Oh, God. Oh, my God. What are you doing? Jesus, Bowie. Oh, my God.
I guess Bowie didn't like that.
Well, Bowie's strong because Kiefer is not a light person.
No, he is not.
He just sack a potato him.
I think we're going to have a lot of fun. I got a question. Can I call you Lord Stanley instead of Logan? You can call me whatever you want. All right, thanks, buddy. Good job, dude.
Oh, custom box for Razor. I'm glad Logan didn't really play into it there. That was good.
Flyers trying to finish it here. Cates waits, holds, Deeks, Demichkov. He couldn't finish it, and now Cates scores! Noah Cates tucked it home, and the Flyers, not exactly how they drew up the rush, but they win the game.
The officials are taking a look at it.
After video review, it was determined that the play was onside. We have a good goal.
Cody Beach, he needs to go to, well, he is near Hollywood. A little pause for dramatic effect. The Flyers do officially win the hockey game.
The next Suzuki along the boards. Slavkovsky scores! Or did he? No! Off the pine out. Break the other way for Ottawa. Camadio, step and barrel, rebound, and Pinto shot it wide. By Evans to the line. Hudson, side of the goal. Wrap around. Taxier, and he put it over the pad. Scores! That time it's in. Canadians tie it at 2.
What a crazy set of events. How about that shot? Cranked right off the crossbar and back straight down. That leads to the Amadio breakaway. Not just the initial save, but the second one as well. Right there by Fowler. What a beauty. And then Montpaulo is battling with Texier. He comes around, he jams this off the right leg of Allmark, and that knocks it back across the line.
Under a minute to go. Thompson! Shot is stopped. 95.7. Thompson again! Shot is stopped. 92.6. Thompson again off the bar. Oh, he's loaded down. 4 straight Thompson TNT bombs on Lindgren. He's got it again. Tage with 30 seconds in the period. Up top. Thompson again. Lindgren. They're at the range. Thompson and Lindgren.
He's coming back to the bench with a big smile on his face, laughing.